Hello everyone and welcome back to another Tuesday, it's not Thursday, to another Tuesday of Voxel Artness. Last time we were doing quite a lot on a little bit of a darker side on Voxedit. We had made this wasn't last week, but this was definitely something we did do last week. We worked on, this was super quick, so that will be within the first few minutes. I do want to go back through all of my old lives and sort of try and at least title sections out. Let me know if that would be super handy for you guys if I do that. We then have this right here. I really like this, the little torture table. And then we're working on this kitchen piece where we need to add a little bit more going on with this. So this is what we're going to do, because this was what I forgot we were meant to be sorted out, but we hadn't. So let me know how you're doing. How's your start of the week going? How are we all doing? I am Pops and I like to bring you this kind of stuff, and on Tuesdays currently Tuesdays are just Voxedit right now, but we will be going into the Game Maker. I'm hoping probably this Tuesday, next Tuesday, and perhaps the Tuesday after, but hopefully we'll get a lot done. And now Thursdays are 2 hours as well. That's right, I'm here 2 hours on a Tuesday and a Thursday. Thursdays will always be Voxedit though, always. But on a Tuesday, we will rotate Voxedit to Game Maker. But yeah, how are we all doing today? Let's get this going. So we're going to be doing a few things. So we've got empty, and then we've got idle. So we just want this to look like this. We've got like the flies on top looking all nice and whatnot. So what we're going to do, once again, even though there's absolutely nothing happening. Hey, Lewis, how are you doing? Lewis? Louis? Louis. It must be Louis, right? So we need to double check we've got everything that we need, but we are going to do another one. So we're going to go off of idle, not empty. So when we are creating... Oh, have we got the restream chat up? I think we do. Yeah. I don't know how well you can see the restream chat. I might actually move it down for you guys. Just because I'm not doing any animation yet. You just might need to remind me when I do go to do animation. I don't know how well you can see that. But yeah, hope everyone's doing good. Oh, what happened? There we go. Lovely. War Raiders. I've not been on War Raiders for a while. How's BZN doing though? Oh, BZN's doing nice. Like it. I mean, I haven't been on War Raiders for a while, so I can't say anything on any new things that have happened, just because I haven't played it for a little while. Not that I don't want to. I really do like the game. I've just had a little bit too much of other things that I need to be doing. But anyway, let's try and get this sorted. So when we are making new like a new animation over where I am, we want to go off of whatever is closest. Work is boring today. Is work ever fun? And we're gonna just call this on 01, and I need to rename that to idle 01. Right, so for the on, we're just going to be doing a few little animations. So we've already sort of made this. Where are you? Splash effect. Where we're kind of going to just make it look like something's bubbling up a little bit and then bubbling back down. But I do need a few of those color pixels, and I do need to recolor this one as well. I need to do it off of what this looks like. So what colors did we choose? So we went for a D4C, and then the inners, yeah, is that one. Next, yes, we've got one up there, and oh wow, we've got a right mix. Hopefully we should be all right. But if you do have any questions or anything, do let me know. I will try my hardest to answer any and all your questions regarding Sandbox, Voxedit, and all of that fun stuff. And we'll go down to about here, I think. This is way more fun. I mean, it's got to be more fun than work for sure. Or at least I hope it is. I just want to double check the colors on this one again. So yeah, that is right there. That's kind of the beige. What we got going on there? Yep. And yeah, the same as that. We aren't actually working with that many different colors. I want to sort of add some of these more sort of sickly colors, I guess you would call them. More sickly colors, right? And there we go. That is that done. What type of game or place are you making for your LAN? Okay, so originally I was only meant to just sort of be showing off some of the assets that we were creating. So we started off just making like tavern fantasy type, like medieval assets. And then I was meant to just sort of show those off, and it was just going to be a very simple like escape a tavern maze situation, which has slowly evolved more into a quest type thing going on. If you do want to have a little look more on the whole story behind the game we're making, I do have about 4 episodes of me doing the game maker, but the general gist of it, or the way it's evolved, is you wake up in the middle of the forest. There's an old guy just sort of sat there, and a old-fashioned looking tavern, and the old guy sort of insinuates you were in a big fight. It looked really nasty. You better take shelter in the tavern before those monsters come back again. So you go inside the tavern, and you realize that you're kind of trapped in there. And then that's the whole point of like the escaping section, and then it's evolved into a little bit more, so you kind of get given a quest while you're in there to try and unlock some of your memory, because you don't really know what's happened, and you end up going to the evil Ogre King's castle, where you're going to need to defeat the Ogre King. Podcast. Okay, so Crypto Stash has around the metaverse on Monday evenings. Very, very good. Very, very good. And on Sunday, well, I say evenings, that's like UK evening. So yeah, you would probably need to convert that to whatever time it is for you. And then on Sunday evening, the Metaverse Nomads. Oh gosh, I so hope I said I was on it. I should know. I'm sure it's Metaverse Nomads. And I strongly suggest as well, Metaverse Nomads. Lads City, like LADZ, and then just City. They do like a lot of stuff over crypto. So I would definitely check those guys out. They're the ones that I like. Business Wars is great. Ooh. But that's all to do with like crypto-based stuff. I don't generally have like a lot of time to listen to podcasts. I also really like listen to the Iced Coffee Hour with Graham, Stefan, and Jack. That's really good. I do enjoy that. So the theme right now, we're working on assets to go within the Goblin Castle, which is why we're not, because it used to be we alternated on Tuesdays, so every Thursday will always be Voxedit, and then Tuesdays it would be 1 week Voxedit, another week Game Maker. But it got to the point where I needed more assets to sort of fill up the areas of what I was creating. So that's where we've got to. So we've decided to put the Game Maker stuff on the back burner while we fully concentrate. So we're trying to get as much stuff in the Goblin Castle. So just to sort of show you some of the stuff that we're going to have in the Goblin Castle, had Clankersh, who I don't think's here right now, but he generally is here a lot of the time. He said, why not call it BGYC, so Board Goblin Yacht Club, sort of like a play on Board Ape Yacht Club. Board Ape Yacht Club. And then, so yeah, we've got that. And then it also, this is going to be more like a cook pot that's going to be in the Goblin kitchen area. So we've got an empty, we've got an on, and on the empty it's like there's like a severed eye inside, and then on we're just gonna have like a little animation of stuff bubbling and brewing inside. Then we've got a torture area, so we've got a torture table with some rats and a cage full of rats right there, hammers and the pliers over here. We've got these stocks. Just nice and simple. Didn't want to do animation on that. I just wanted to make something really quick and simple just to fill the area. Then we've got just this wall piece that has different sections. So we've got him. So this is actually the old guy. You see him pop up a couple of times throughout the game. So he's a little bit of a mystery, if you will. So there's this one where his foot's sort of cut up here. So he's missing his foot and he's cracked on there. He's hanging. Then we've just got an idol of him like that. And then we've got a movement one. So where he's sort of like trying to move out of it. So that's for the mean area. And then we have this section where so we've got on. I need to finish doing some bits there where he puts that in and he cooks and it comes out. And then we've got an idol where it's just stood there. We also have, that's the cauldron, and we have this table too. So we have 3 different sort of animations on this. 2 are static animations and 1 is a moving animation. So we've got this one where there's a lot of stuff happening on there. We've got food, we've got this fish, which is a fish we see in an aquarium. We've got where it's a little bit more messy, stuff's knocked over, bowls are about, and then this one is like where it's all neat, and we've got like a little rat just running across the side. That's what we've got so far for the basements. What type of mouse do you use? Mine's yeah, I just a Logitech one. So I just use that. You said the lads podcast or the English lads or the 5 lads, bunch of lads. Lads City. Lads City. Like if you put that up, you should get to Lads City. And they do like a lot of different things. But that's all to do with like crypto and stuff. So we are working on this one. And I want to grab this, do new, and I'm gonna call this bubble. And I want like a nice sort of like bright color. Just 1 voxel. And you want to be making sure that pivot is centered. So click on this side. Oh, that restream's taken up like half the screen. There we go. Did not realize that was taking up so much space. I'm gonna have to make it smaller as well. I'm so sorry. But yeah, so you want it pretty much centered in the middle. There are other times, so what you can do is you click this, then right click and then set to floor, and that will center it perfectly on the floor in the middle. And that's mostly what you want. Sometimes you need the pivots in different places, but for now, not so much. So we're gonna go for this one, and we're gonna call this bubble. Now the issue when we start adding more pieces is on other animations, it's going to appear right at that bottom. So all these that were put on afterwards, they all just kind of appear there. You see there's like a little bit of Z fighting. Kind of need to move all of this up. So if you are going to be doing things where they need to be hidden, you need to make sure there's room for them to be hidden. You don't want to be hiding them below the floor level. So obviously why are you, oh, that's the fly. So obviously 0.0 is the ground. You don't really want to be hiding things underneath because that looks really, really messy. So you want to be trying to make it so you can hide them inside here. And not have them appear up there as well. You need to just sort of go through a lot of them, make sure they're all just slightly up. I think that's all fine. And we'll have to do the same on idle for the bubble, because that's the newest one. So we've just moved that up slightly. Everything else is where it needs to be. We'll go back to on. And we're probably going to need like 3 of these bubble sections. So I'm just going to duplicate because I don't need to color anything different. If you need to recolor anything, then you are going to need to make a copy of that asset over in the library section and then rename it like bubble 2 or whatever it is, liquid 5, cup 28. However many different variations you want. So we've got that. And luckily when you do, oh, whoops. when you do duplicate, it moves it to the exact same place for all of them. So see how it's not at that 0, 0, that isn't, and that isn't. So it duplicates it to the exact same position as well. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to actually start doing some animations. So I need to move this chat box again. And do we want something else? Do we want like an eye or so? I feel like maybe a part of the fish or something that we've made already should definitely come up. Is that green you doing? Like, what do you mean the green I'm doing? As in, like, did I make all of that? Yeah, I made that whole asset. Everything I do on here is stuff I make, and you guys get to help me choose colors and stuff as well, and give like ideas. I'll order a mouse right now. Want to do way more assets myself. Yeah, it's a really good idea. What is it? Sorry, just connected. I will let you know just a moment. I just need to concentrate on finding the thing that I need to find. Interior aquarium, and we want the... I think we want the weird fish again. Right, so... just gonna go onto this and put I'm just gonna call it fish. Going to attach that. So in terms of what is it? Do you mean like everything that I'm doing? Like what is all of this? Or you do have some knowledge on what Sandbox, Voxedit and stuff is? Right, there we go, that's perfect. Cool. Oh, I just remembered. What are your thoughts on Ember Sword? I really like the look of it. But yeah, so in terms of Ember Sword, I really like the look of it. I think I asked you before if you bought lands. I did. I got lands in the, you know, like the very first sale they did, the one that didn't go very well, like at all. I did manage to get a couple of lands in that one. I think it shows Axie level promise, but the MMR. So I don't know about Axie level promise purely because the main NFTs in it and the play to earn aspect is sort of like skin related, so it'll be getting like skins and stuff like that rather than certain other aspects. They're not going to have like a governance coin. I don't think. They may have changed their tune. This is from what I can remember from when I last covered it, so I may need to catch up on it. But I do love the look of it. But yeah, the main earning other than sort of selling skins is from owning land and people then selling like the things like the NFTs, and you get like a portion of that. It kind of reminds me of if you ever looked into League of Kingdoms, how you earn in League of Kingdoms. That's kind of what I think, but it's going to be a more enjoyable game. It's going to be something that you're actually going to want to play, whereas League of Kingdoms, that's kind of like that's more of like an idle game, really. I think we can all agree on that. The whole thing, I know Sandbox and Vox. Okay, so what I'm doing is I am using Voxedit, which is a software for the Sandbox game that you can get. I'm going to just get us up. So I am a pre-launch asset artist for the Sandbox, but You can also go to the create, download Game Maker, download Voxedit. Game Maker is where you build your games and all of that. Voxedit is where you can create these assets to put into your games. Right now, only pre-launch asset artists can upload to the marketplace, as well as some people that win competitions or something along those lines. And only a select few people are also chosen to mint currently right now. However, this will become open to everybody. So everything that I'm making can be turned into an NFT and can be sold. For the reason that people may buy these assets is because if they want to create a game and use your asset, they need to own it to be able to upload that game to the metaverse. As of yet, the metaverse is not live. However, you can upload your game experience into the Game Maker and other people can play it. In fact, if you want, we can just jump in and have a little look at that, because it has been a while since I've even touched on the Game Maker. So we can just do a little sort of look at it and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. What I'm doing is I started off doing these streams to sort of teach you guys how to use Voxedit while also creating things for a game I may have wanted. Oh, the new version. I haven't downloaded the new version. There's a new version. If you haven't downloaded it, download it. I am so silly. Okay, so we might need to wait a little bit for that. And that's not working. Why are you not working? There we go. Because I was on two sites. Right, so we'll just... Oh, we close you. So we'll just wait for that. So what I'm doing is I'm creating assets and I'll sort of show you stuff. I ask for your feedback. What do you want to see in it? The game that I've been creating has expanded due to viewers' feedback of what they want to see. Kinky, how you doing? There's estimate profit percent if you're gonna get land when it launches. Yeah, I did. I think I did see that. I think even Embersword put something else out on about like how much and stuff. What is this Vox project you're doing that I don't know? So this isn't Vox, this is Voxedit. This is voxel art that you will be able to mint and use within the Sandbox metaverse. Create your own games using this. It's not Vox. I mean, it is voxels, but it's Voxedit. So don't think like Vox is. This is for the Sandbox. This is for like this is literally for the Sandbox. Using Voxedit is for Sandbox. There's more about what you can do now with the Vox projects. It's not Vox. So with the Sandbox. With the Sandbox, currently right now, you can either apply to be part of the Creator Fund, take part in the Voxedit contest, or the Game Jam. Game Jam is where you create games based on a certain theme that they give you, and you can win prizes such as sand, which is their token, or you can win a piece of land. You can also buy land in their land sales, which happen roughly every sort of 4 to 5 weeks. 1x1 plots are set at 1011 sand, no matter the price of sand, and they have, as far as I'm aware, they have no intention of changing that, which a lot of people wondered whether they might do after sand exploded in price. So to apply to be a Voxedit artist, you need to apply to their Creator Fund. Sandbox Creator Fund. I do believe they are still looking for people. Yeah, there is no limit on the amount of times you can apply. If they reject you, you can apply again. However, you will need sort of like 5 to 10 portfolio pieces of Voxedit. So you need to make some portfolio pieces from using Voxedit. Wait till after the stream to update. Why? The update last night and now it's all weird. Okay, I mean, maybe I won't play it. Don't install the oh, I mean, it wouldn't even let me on the old vet. Too late. I mean, I've not unzipped it. We'll just leave it at that. How can they see your portfolio? You would create, like, you would need to send them images, basically. You would, you'll be, like, take pictures, like, screenshot what you've created, save that, and you'll be able to upload those in the form. And another way to make some money right now is sort of buying land in the land sales, because they go very, very quickly, and reselling that land on secondary markets like OpenSea. Sandbox land is still selling for about between 2 to 3 times the buy price of the last sale. So there we go. But thanks for that, Zach. I saw that super late though. I can't see the floor anymore, and the mesh has gone from the creation box. On Game Maker? Oh, are you on Voxedit? If you need to do that, go to File, Preferences, Color Theme, and change it to Dark Theme. Yeah, on Voxedit. Yeah, Zach, no. That's what you need to do. Every update, they do that. Every update, well, actually I say every update. The last update I did, I was updating Game Maker. I've not updated Voxedit. So what you need to do is just what I showed you. So File, Preferences, Color Theme, change it to Dark Theme. That'll come back. I think it's on Blue Theme that disappears. Let me test. File, Preferences, Color Theme, Blue. Oh, it's still there, but I don't like it. Oh, it hurts my eyes. No, I want purple. Go back to Dark Theme. But yeah, one of them does that. What about your project you're showing? Okay, so I don't really have that much more to sort of say. I've pretty much described as much as I possibly can. It kind of evolves with the chat, sort of giving ideas towards where they want the game to go. It was never meant to be a full-on game. It was meant to just sort of be showing off small aspects of the Game Maker, of what I personally knew how to use, rather than a lot of different stuff. Also crashing a lot. That's interesting. I don't know why it's crashing. But let's get this animation on. So what we're going to be doing is expanding this. And did I move? Yes, I moved the restream chat up so we can concentrate on this. About OpenSea, there's a guy called it's been holding for each of my Ember Sword lands. Oh, that seems cheap. You just like, nope. Yeah, people do that all the time. They want to just try and get something at some point. It happens. So what we're going to do is right there. I want the bubble. Where are you positioned? You're positioned too far over there. Right there. I also want the bubble to glow, so I'm gonna turn this little star up here. This makes it like illuminate. So I'm gonna do that. And we want to be over here. Thinking of buying a vehicle. Would that be enough? I would have absolutely no idea of what you need at all. Sorry. I have no idea what mine is either. Axie Player 1, how are you doing? After... Awesome. Sounds fun. And I'm just drinking tea. Right, so we want this, copy, paste. So that just stays there. So... And I want this to stay in its position. We need this to be a little bit more hidden. We're going to copy and paste so we don't have it move straight away, and then we have this bubble sort of come up. We're gonna have it come up a little bit where it's gonna sort of like slowly go. Oh, guys, give me 1 second. Sorry about that. There was just someone at the door, so I had to just go see who that was. Alright, and we're gonna have it sort of like go one way and go the other way. So doop doop. And we're gonna have it go that way, but also go down and then down some more. Yeah, but will the public be able to sell assets on Sandbox Marketplace in future? Yes, they will be able to sell on the as far as I'm aware, that is the intention. Yes. You can check your video card specs. I kind of just want to make my thing because we're about 30 minutes into the stream and I've pretty much made nothing, but we can definitely check that out near the end of the stream. Can you talk a little bit about Sandbox Land? I don't know much about it. So the Sandbox Land is 98 meters by 98 for a 1x1 plot is 98 meters by 98 meters by 128, I believe, meters. So you can cut into the ground and go really high up into the air. And a 1 meter is 32 voxels. So to give you a bit of a perspective, the average avatar in the game is 2 meters high. So a 1x1 piece of land is a fair amount of space to be working with. You don't need to be sorry. I'll just do it near the end. That's all. You'll just need to remind me near the end. That's all right. Is it true that land is sold for $88 in public sale? No. Like, no. The land, a 1x1 is set and has been set at 1011 sand for, I think, since about March to April time has been the set amount. It may have even been a little bit earlier. So, okay, sure, you may have been able to get a piece of Sandbox land for $48 if you bought sand back when it was super cheap. I got some sand when it was at 3.5 cents. It is now at $2.50, I believe. So yeah, if you go off of that, sure, some people probably have got land that cheap. But a 1x1 is set at 1011 sand for those sales. Now, before we got to a certain point in the sales, forget what they called it. If I go to the map, it should show all the past sales that have happened. Hopefully, yeah, this happens sometimes. That goes weird. It's whatever the price of sand is. So, but it sells. Why is this being so weird? It sells for more on the secondary markets and always has done. There we go. Right. So, right now, so from, I think from the Smurfs or Coin Market Cap was when land, in fact, no, from the Smurfs, when land was set to be at 1011, maybe even Binance. But before that, we had thing called moon sales, stuff like that. Yeah, it's not even going to show them anymore. It used to show all the past sales, but we had like moon sales and a bunch of these other sales that happened like all like before last February. So yeah, we had like moon sales and stuff where land was like 900 sand for a 1x1. But oh, I hate YouTube ads. Any more land sales coming up? So one land sale has just happened, so you're probably going to be waiting another 4 to 5 weeks. They do announce it on both, like on their Twitter. There will be announcements on their social media, like pretty much all their like streams and stuff, and on their Discord they will be announcing it. Can anyone buy land now? How do they do that? All you need to do is have an account. The entire time, people have always been able to buy land. I've never needed anything special other than I had to create an account. You need to have sand. You can only purchase in sand. Obviously, you will need a little bit of Ethereum for those gas fees. But yeah, you just need to have an account, have sand in your wallet to make the purchase. And anybody can purchase land. Right, let's get on with this. We've done that, so I don't want this to appear yet. So we've done like a bubbles come up. Not too keen on this. Very informative as ever. You need sleep. Get some sleep. Get some of that sleep. Have I not moved? Oh, I've not even put the second splash in. Alright, which also means I now need to move that up just slightly, or everything. And it's not laid down properly. Alright. Right, over there. Is that a soup? It is going, well, kind of, yeah. It's a Goblin soup mixture. Right, that looks about right. Oh. Okay. Copy. But yeah, this will be a Goblin soup mixture. We've got like a little bubbly bit. That seems a little... Okay, yeah. So each one of these tiny lines is one keyframe. Oh, that's what you're asking? I thought you were just generally asking, like... Like, what what is this whole thing I'm doing? Needs to be a little bit longer. Now you figured it out. Now you figured it out. Yeah, I feel like I don't need this. This is no. This is just a no. Go away. We'll have that happen sort of like over here. I think we need the fish to kind of like plop. Oh, where are you? There you are. You're really large. This fish is super, super large. There we go. Lovely. Copy, paste so it stays in that position. Every goblin soup needs an eyeball floating in it. We will do an eyeball as well. 100%. I'm gonna do this more like it's kind of like floating up. Definitely a little bit sooner than that. And then we'll copy, paste so it stays in that position and then just sinks back down instantly, pretty much. Just see how that looks. And let's go to this one. Like your morning spinach based omelets. I mean, yeah, totally, right? All right, let's get zoomed in again. Okay, so he disappears right there. Okay, so this is when this needs to just sort of like come up, stay there. There, right, let's try that. Goes up, goes down. I think if we make this come up just a little higher, so it sort of reaches this height, and then it comes up before suddenly splashing back down. So we copy, paste, and then it splashes back down, and that needs to pretty much just be instant. There we go. Okay, I'm happier with that. That disappears, and we need like the weird little bubble things to just sort of be bubbling up. So we're gonna copy, paste, one keyframe, this. Where are you? You're all the way over there. No, I want you... Hold that, bring it closer, up, there. They have 2 egg yolks for white tomato. Hopefully Peter the soup delivery isn't in your... I really hope your morning spinach based omelette isn't like that terrifyingly awful. I'm gonna go up a little bit more, and then we're gonna just do like a sort of like a wiggle this way. Zoom in a little bit, and then we're gonna do a little wiggle this way, little wiggle that way, and a wiggle there and down. Let's see how that looks. Okay, love it. Then we're gonna do the same with this. We're gonna copy up until there where it stays still. Got another one happening sort of like over here. This is like oh, in fact, who was it who suggested it? This is like a worm and cabbage soup. Am I from the UK? Maybe, perhaps. What does my accent sound like? Do I sound British? But how are you going? Protein and fiber, low carb. Alright, go up there. Beautiful. And then we're gonna go up slightly and do a little wiggle again. Gotta like these little wiggles. And then do another little wiggle. Another little wiggle. And we're gonna wiggle and go down. Definitely Australian. I'm really not. Oh. Definitely not Australian. Yeah, I am British. What time is it? It is 10 to 7. These trolls eat healthy. I mean, they are his trolls. No, they're goblins. They're not trolls. They're goblins. Right, and this one we're gonna copy, paste. We're gonna have this one happen a little bit earlier. Move you up right here. And instead, we're just gonna kind of have you go up, go down, go up, and go down. And what we're going to do is in one keyframe, we're gonna move it over here. And a few seconds later, we're gonna copy, paste, and we're gonna have this just float up. Do a little tilty, a little tilty, and again, and go down. We need to work with the fly next. So the fly is going to, well, both flies are going to start off just slightly higher. I'm going to grab this fly and he's going to just sort of like go down, then up, down, like go forward a little and 8. Oh, whoops. Copy, paste. Violently British. Did I say violently? I didn't think I said violently. I'm very. Did I say violently British? I'm very British. I can't even remember what I said now. Did I say violently British? I'm sure I said I'm definitely British. Am I just showing my violent side now by being like, no, I'm violently British? And then the fly is just going to kind of dive bomb in. Now you've got a little bit of a fly in there.
Let's get ourselves going.
And we're going to go do this one. Just going to go up. Copy. Hey, what? Gwen, no! That's a lot of money! That's a lot of money for me! Like, you've pretty much paid my electric bill for 2 months. That's 2 months of my electric bill. Happy Tuesday to you! Oh, thank you! That's a lot of money. Are you sure you meant to put that much? Like, are you sure? Thank you so much. Oh, keep it together, me. Keep it together. I appreciate that. And Gwen, don't think that I haven't noticed that you have been here quite a lot. I recognize your name because I'm always like, how do I say your name? I recognize your name as a name I worry that I say incorrectly constantly. Today's dip. Was there a dip today? That means you know what the dips mean, guys. You all should know what the dips mean. The dips mean everything's gone on sale. It is sale time. That is what the dips mean. Enjoy those dips. Buy them at the sale prices. Now we can add some caviar to the soup. I mean, we are oh wait, it's eggs, isn't it? Caviar's eggs. I mean, there is a jellyfish in there, so maybe there could be some eggs. Who knows? Did it dip? What dipped? Did Ethereum dip? Is it time for me to buy Ethereum? Ethereum didn't. Oh. I mean, I didn't think Ethereum dipped, but like, I didn't realize it was up that high. When did Ethereum get that high? Oh. Oh, wow. Wow. No dip is small dip. So what dipped? What dip are you talking about? I mean, sand went down. Sand dipped. Are we talking about sand? Eve hitting all-time high, pushing other alts down. Sad face. I mean, Ethereum could do with going down for like, you know, in a couple of days when I get paid and I can put some money in. That would be real nice. And we'll hover up and we'll hover down. And I just realized I've done something that I should never do when making these sort of things, which is you should always have your animations loop back to where they were originally. Make the agonizing jellyfish eat the fly. But it's already dead. It already sunk in. Already sank in. Copy. Paste. We just gotta reduce this slightly. And then that will be fine. Okay, so let's just watch this. And somebody wanted an eye, so I will make an eye. Problem is eyes are quite small in terms of like the avatars and stuff, so it's not going to be perfect at all for size. Because this is going to be quite a large eye. Let's do green. I love green. It's my favorite color. Alright, let's take that off. We need a little... Oh, whoops. No, darker. Yes. And we're gonna get this. And we're gonna add a few colors. 5,000 CLP. What's CLP? That should make it £50 in total. Was 5,000? What's CLP? I'm really intrigued. Currency CLP. What is it? Cloud? I'm literally Googling this right now. I feel like I'm just not as smart as I should be. How is this not coming up with Great British Pound? There we go. That's more than... Oh, wait, yeah, no. 44.99. Yeah, you rounded up to 50. Thank you. I appreciate that. Chilean peso. Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, look. There we go. Chilean peso. You're from Chile? Awesome. Hi. So many people from all over the world is here, like, on these streams. And I really appreciate that. Like, that so many people all over the place are interested in the sandbox is really encouraging to see. Right, so we've made our eyeball. I'm just gonna get this because I want to add some more tendrils coming down. Like recolor some areas. There we go. Beautiful. Trim that down. Let's set that to the center. Beautiful. Venezuelan, actually. Currently... Ah, so you're Venezuelan living in Chile. That's awesome. Like, we are various... Oh! Oh, wow. That's awesome. That's really cool. Right. Eyeball... that we're gonna put in. I really want to have this finished and start on another asset. Oh, it gets too late. Right, empty. We need you to be slightly up, and idle. We need you slightly up. Right, so gonna have that in its place up until this point. Paste, and then we are going to have the eyeball. It's a huge eyeball. Like, let's be honest, that is a big eye. So we're gonna have it kind of, yeah. All right, and we're gonna have it just kind of float up. And then what I want is, I kind of just want it to swirl a little. Just kind of swirling. Or then tilting. And loop, loop, loop back down. And I want splash number 2. Go there. Yeah. Right, so the center of the eyeball goes there. Right, great. So copy, paste. There we go, lovely. How do you paint a block working your way up or down in the vertical axis where when making an entity? By entity, do you mean like human and stuff? Or do you just generally mean any type of asset? Also, you really, really don't need to call me ma'am. You're doing an axie... Oh, you're doing your Axie quota watching stream? Awesome. Whatever entity. So how do I paint a block working your way up or down? Okay, so when I'm painting stuff, you need to end up clicking like the little edit if you've already created it. And you can just pretty much paint wherever. You select the little paint right here. I need to get my OBS to make sure you guys cannot see it. Oh my gosh, right. So right here is the paint. It looks like a little paint palette. I always use the block one here. The only time I use the pen tool is if I want to do like something super, super realistically detailed. Otherwise, I just use box. Select the color, and you can just go to anywhere on there. Is that what you mean? Sorry, not native to English. No, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. I'm just saying you don't need to call me ma'am. It's fine. Like, I'm not telling you off for calling me ma'am. I'm just saying you don't need to. Don't reckon most here are due to Sandbox as much as chill stream with interesting discussions. I mean, I'm always happy to have some interesting discussions for sure. Although I do kind of hope people want to know a little bit about Voxedit or Sandbox. I mean, it's always nice to have people just want to come and chat, which is absolutely great. That's a really lovely feeling, but please like Sandbox too. If you want to paint a block above another that's empty. Do you mean like if I make this 5 high, like how do I add another block above it? So if you want it sort of like floating, the easiest way is to do that and then delete that one, and then you've got one floating. So you would need to use the create mode. That's what creates the voxels, and use the box tool or the pen tool, whatever you want. And yeah, because you can only really build either on top of something that's already there, or off of the floor side, or if you go upside down, off of the ceiling. So if you wanted to make something a little bit more like I did here, where I did it like across, although that was on the floor, so that was easier. But if I wanted to do that, say here, and I wanted to make it go like this, I would then have to delete that so it goes like that. Is that, yeah. So I wouldn't use the word in future for like if you're trying to tell people or ask anyone else. I wouldn't use the word paint. I would use the word, how would you create a voxel. Painting is more to do with like recoloring something. So this would be painting if I was like trying to paint the sides, make them orange. That would be painting. Very clear. I'm glad that was clear. All right, let's just see what's going on here. Okay, that's not really as long as I would hope it to be, so I think we're going to extend this a little bit. So it goes up, kind of like does a little spinny, and then it goes down, and we need to grab that Super zoom in. Go across. We want this to stay there for a little while before ultimately just floating down. Just check that. Yeah. I like that. That doesn't look too bad at all. I think maybe it needs to be just a little bit higher out. Like pull that a few voxels up, grab this, copy, paste. Yeah, so it has more depth to it. Let me catch up with some of this. I feel like I've missed. Thank you for the content. No problem. Thank you for being here. Panda was one of the first crypto gaming content creators I found back in February, January. Oh, wow. You're super OG. Nobody was putting out any content regarding actually should convince me to enter, and now I have 15 scholars. That is amazing. Did I already know that? I feel bad if I already knew that and I forgot that I knew that. I'm sorry. Sorry, I just hit my T on the mic as well. So yeah, you're like proper OG, Louis. Is your name Louis or Lewis? I'm gonna say, is your name Louis? And you say yes or no. And then if it's not, then it must be, that's gotta be Louis. I'm sure that's Louis. Hoddle Hill, how are you doing? Good morning, good morning. Is it happy time zone? It's definitely not morning for me. When you say good, so there's this guy around my town that does like all the plants and stuff, like does the hanging baskets around town and stuff, and makes the town super pretty with beautiful flowers in like hanging baskets around town, and then beautiful flower beds in other areas of the town. And he even does it for the pub that I work at, and he always goes like, if I'm walking past him like super early in the morning, like if he's out and about when I'm on my way to work, he's just always like, good morning, good morning. Like, that is, pronounce the S, Lewis. Okay, so your name is Lewis, not Louis. God, I'm bad at names. But yeah, he'll always be like, good morning, good morning. And it always makes it, and you doing that is just like flashbacks of him saying it. 11:11. It's 11 in the morning for, it's only just morning for you. PC Pro, how you doing? Yeah, it's still AM for you. No, it's not allowed to be AM for you. That sounds like a fun job. What, doing all the plants around town and stuff? Yeah, he really likes it. He does like market stall with veg and stuff as well. But yeah, he makes all the flower beds. He makes everything all pretty. Well-respected person of the community. Okay, I'm actually quite happy with this. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Correct, I said your name correct. That is beautiful. Right, so here we go for the next section, and I've got to move this again. Oh, this is getting tiring of having to move this. But, oh, just realized that never dipped low enough. There we go. Beautiful. Right, so what we have to do is, I think you're the furthest. So whenever we, yeah. Oh, no. Could make this a little bit shorter. Just see how that looks. No, I do want it just be a little bit longer. Right, so what we have to do is you need to find where the last keyframe ends for the entire thing, and we need to end everything at that point regardless of whether they're moving. So I'm just going to copy and then click up here and paste those, and then for ones that do have keyframes, we're just going to select that last keyframe they were at and paste it so it does the exact same. I really wanted to hold off watching Arcane. If you guys have watched Arcane, don't give me any spoilers. I've watched one episode. I really wanted to hold off watching the second one because I'm awful at binge watching shows, but I think tonight I'm going to just have to give in and watch the second one. I was going to wait a little while. Like, I wanted to try and wait a few more days because then it'll be closer to the next episode coming out because they're going to bring them out weekly. So if I could ideally be like 1 or 2 episodes behind, then that would be really nice. I've just realized I've been moving them to there, and what is this one? Why is this splash all the way over here? No, bad splash. What happened? Copy, paste. In fact, I need to double check nothing's messed up on here now. Yeah, no, that looks fine. Yeah, right, that looks fine. And then we just have this final one of the eyeball, and we paste. So this is a little bit tedious, which is when I make something big, like when I've been doing human avatars or something like that, I won't really do all of this on stream because it takes a lot of time. Can you explain a bit what I'm doing now? Okay, so the bit that I'm doing now is because I finished this animation, the animation is complete. Every single item, so the control nodes, so everything that's attached to it, the cook pot, the liquid, so these bits that you see up here, the flies, they all need to end. The keyframes are all these little single white lines that you see on the animation section. Everything needs to end in the last position of the animation. So the last one was splash number 2. That's where it ends before it loops back around. So everything needs to be at that point regardless of whether they've got any animation there. Now, if you're doing something with animation or you're making different static animations, regardless, so this doesn't have any movement, and I need to, yeah, we've moved everything. So this doesn't have any actual animation. This is just another like static image, if you will, of, or static item, whatever you want to call it. But because there's more than one animation, we need to do one keyframe. So anything where it doesn't actually do any movement, it needs to be one keyframe of each item. So these, that's the control node, that's for the cook pot, we've got the liquid, the fly node, the wing of the fly. Each little model needs to be one keyframe. The best way to do that is to press control, left click, scroll all the way down, and then go back to the top, right click, copy, right click, paste. And then this one, because there is animation, you need to go off of the last keyframe. So I copied that one and then pasted it right there. This is like doing a movie with different tracks. Maybe I've never used that, so I don't know. I don't know whether I can say yes or no to that. But if that makes sense to you, then that's great. So yeah, we've done the cook pot. Oh, thank goodness. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. This one, right? Chairs, goblin food. Oh, we need goblin food crates. Oh, a stone bath. Right, a stone bath is going to be super quick for me to make, so we can make something super quick. Right, create new asset. I like to try and keep everything all together, so I actually have a Sandbox stream one that I'm doing, Goblin Castle for this area. I'm gonna go with room items because I feel like a bath would be part of a room, and we're gonna call this stone bath. Save. This is gonna be so quick for me to make. Bath. Load palettes, downloads, beautiful. Okay, so gonna want to make this a little bit widthy and lengthwise. Standard avatar is 64 voxels high, so you're gonna want it a little bit longer than the avatars, so I'm gonna say 75, roughly what I do for a door. Height wise, I think we could go for a 35. And let's get some nice dark stone colors. Gonna fill the entire thing in. And a little bit more. Beautiful. Cut a hole. You gotta go, stay awesome. Hey, you stay awesome too. Oh, wait. Lewis, before you go, I have some really good news. So a long time ago, a lot of you may remember me making this weapons crate and doing Helgalina, the female goblin warrior, and a few other things where you guys got to vote on what you wanted to be minted as an NFT to be given away in my streams. And the weapon crate won. And it's finally, after numerous months of waiting, this is finally going to be happening. So you guys will get a chance to be able to win this NFT, what will become an NFT in my games. That is idle, so it just sits like that, and then a move, so you could have it like, you could make it so in a game you could hide a weapon inside it, or make it attached to a weapon so when an avatar attacks it and defeats it, or, you know, goes and interacts with it, it will show a weapon that they could have. You could use it as like, and then put like the move animation on, put like a radius detection, so if the character's close enough to it, it will start moving to then entice them to go check it out. Am I farming Ron? Yeah, of course I'm farming Ron. What sort of Axie lover would I be if I was not trying to farm that all-important Ron? But yeah, Lewis, there you go. Now you can go. Now you can go. I'll let you. It's fine. But no, seriously, have a good evening. And yeah, I'm really happy that that's happening. So bath, we're still going to do some edits on it. So yeah, we're going to go into it. I think I want to make it just a little bit deeper. And then kind of select this. No, you know what? We'll do it. We will do it deeper. Where's the floor? Looks really okay, that looks deep enough. They're not going to be able to go into it. Reckons could be worth 40. People have done estimates and they reckon it's going to be not that high. Okay, with the stone bath, I'm gonna let you guys choose. With the stone bath, do you want me... So... With animations, it ends up putting a... In fact, no, I'm not gonna make it enterable. I was gonna say, I'll let you guys choose whether you want me to make it enterable or not, but there's the whole issue of collisions. So you don't get to choose. I'm sorry, I teased you. But I mean, yeah, you gotta farm that all-important Ron. So how did Kage's calculations work out? In fact, is that on his latest video? Because I saw that he put up a video and I've not watched it yet. So is that something that was on his latest video talking about those calculations? Most people have said $4, not 40. So I find it quite interesting. His pulls of AXS and wrapped ETH. Really? He did AXS. That's interesting. It was like $10. I think I have seen a few people estimate $10. I'll just wait and see. I definitely am not doing, I don't have that much to, I mean, I could do that on, well, I would have to cash. Yeah, so if I was to do that, because you got to pair it. So you've got to have $16,000 of wrapped ETH as well. Which means if I cashed out any of my AXS or swapped my AXS to wrapped ETH, then that is going to be a capital gains issue for me. You must be, he was throwing, in all fairness, Kagi was incredibly honest back when the Ember Sword land sale failed, the very first one, when he wasn't able to get what he wanted to get. He moved his 8k that he was going to buy with, and he moved that over to AXS. I think AXS was, but it was definitely below $10 for sure. So he definitely made money that way. 160, what? Okay, well then I would, oh. I mean, in all fairness, he did, right, if he had 8,000, and I'm going to be conservative and say he bought AXS at $6, so he would have had one, let's round that down to just 1,300, and he had been buying beforehand, and now AXS is worth 154. So yeah, I mean, and he had AXS before that. He's been buying AXS across the board numerous times. So unless he's cashed any of those little bits out, which I really don't think he would have been doing, because he's been very much like, loves Axie, sees the future in Axie. As much as he's not keen on card games, he definitely sees the future in Axie. So I fully believe that he most likely would not have been cashing that out, or if he did, it would have been very, very small amounts. So that's just based off of it being, and I'm pretty sure it was less than $6 at the time. It could have even been $3, $4 that he put that tweet out back then. In fact, we can and see, can anybody, actually I can confirm it, it's fine. Hey Lainey, how you doing? Okay, details of that happened. When did I upload that video? Why are you not telling me the upload date? Right. Surely it should tell me. When was the Ember Sword land sale? Hey, oh, I don't like double an enemy. I feel you there. Okay, right. So on the 17th of June, right? So, oh, AXS has gone down a little bit. But on the 17th of June, July, June 17th. Okay, so $4. Roughly around, yeah, we're going to say $4. So let's just do that again. So he had 8,000 divided by $4, 2,000 times that by, I'm putting 152. So 300 and so 1,000. Yeah. And that would have just been one load that he bought. He's numerous times bought more than that. So yeah, he is most likely loaded, but good for him. He's made some very, very good financial decisions, and that is really, really good for him. Like, I'm very, very happy for him. Like, he's done spectacularly well. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this more sort of greeny color. I like that a little bit more. How am I? I'm good, thank you. How are you? So yeah, shopping channel. Yeah, good. It is really, really good for him. But yeah, so that does make sense that he would have been able to do that much. Right, so we need to be making this have, I think we're just gonna do like big stones, yeah? I'm gonna do a little thing that I did before. Oh, whoops. What is it? A bird bath or a trough? It is a stone bath for the goblins. There's a stone goblin bath. What's there inside? Fungus, a little bit of leftover water, a little bit of green stuff. Yeah, it could be fungus, could be whatever your imagination wants it to be, pretty much. Do this side. Yeah, whatever you fancy it being. Wayne, you got to go. Dirty goblins are always dirty, aren't they? Dirty, dirty goblins. Wayne, appreciate you being here. Thank you ever so much. I have 30 minutes left and then I'm gonna have to skedaddle too. But thank you ever so much for being here. See you next time. Also, I want to ask you guys who are still here, So I've got this week off work, so I do want to do a little bit more of a few more live streams. What would you prefer? Not prefer. What would you like to see more of? Just more live streams of Axie this week, or just general play to earn games? You want me to maybe spend a few hours just sort of like playing a mix of different games? Like, let me know that I can sort that. Voxedit is cool. So, oh, sorry, I thought you were ending the stream. No, not yet. I've got 30 minutes. I've got 30 minutes before I end. Voxedit is cool. Yeah, so Voxedit is cool. I will always be doing 2 hours on Tuesdays, 6 p.m. till 8 p.m. GMT, so convert that to whatever time zone and it will always be that time. And then on Thursdays, 7 p.m. until 9 p.m. GMT as well. My Splinterland skills don't exist. I don't have Splinterland skills. It's embarrassing how much non-Splinterland skills I have. I am not good at it. And I'm not afraid to say I am not good at it. I am not good at it. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this bath. I feel like we should definitely have a little bit of green. Sort of like on the side. Potentially. Like a little bit of like water just dripping down. That. Yeah, I like that. Okay, and oh, why did that go on the inside? I didn't want that on the inside. Do it that side. That must have been the position I was doing it. Plug hole. Yeah, we should probably put a plug hole in this bad boy, shouldn't we? Okay, that's a plug hole. And we'll do the taps separately. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I think having maybe a little bit more of this, like just up the sides a little bit. A bit more of the blue. Oh, that's not the blue. A little bit more of the blue. As if it's kind of not been cleaned. There, love that. But yeah, I could definitely do like a mix of War Riders and a bit of everything. I'd be more than happy to do that, for sure. Did the nomads convince you to join Rome? So I generally don't really affiliate myself with guilds too soon, and I am still going to see whether Dark Horizon will be having a Star Atlas guild. I do feel somewhat you know, I don't want to say obligated, but I have been part of Dark Horizon for all of CSC, Crypto Space Commanders. I do like Rome. I would like to be somewhat affiliated with them, regardless of whether I may not be in their guild, but I definitely do want to partake, and you know. And if Dark Horizon happen to not want to touch Star Atlas, then that's fine. I'll join Rome for sure. Seem like a great bunch of people. Absolutely lovely. Loved being on their podcast. That was absolutely fantastic. Really enjoyed it. Super great people. Just bought the Bounty Hunter ship. Oh, do you know what ship I want on Star Atlas? I think you guys know which one. Oh wait, did I tell you? Did I say which one I wanted? I wanted the one I want is out of my price range. I can't justify spending it. It's like the luxury freight one, the one that looks beautiful and slimlined and very ethereal. You know, a package of empty H&S shampoo in the border would be funny. What's H&S? Oh, Head and Shoulders. No, I can't do that. They definitely wouldn't be using Head and Shoulders. We could though, like a bar of soap. Like H&S, what's that? But yeah, Head and Shoulders. I'll put like a bar of soap. It's just gonna kind of be green on it. Hey, Hal Connie. Hal Connie X. Hal. Hey, Hal. Greetings. Thanks for the Ron video. We'll take a look at farming soon. Do it. Rubber duck. Yes. Oh, yes. Okay, the rubber duck's going to be separate from this, though, because I already have a rubber duck. Import. I need to find where it is, though. Assignment. So maybe February 2P Nomad toy box. Final toy duck. Oh, you know what? We'll have it where it's hidden, and then we'll have another one where it'll be in there. Trust me, you'll love it. We're gonna have it hidden for now. Out of pocket. Zach, I do get that, and obviously that is something I would really like, but I can't justify spending that much, because like I said numerous times, I am a poor crypto person. Like, especially if you look at like what Kagi's just done between like earning Ron rewards. Like, I am a poor crypto person. I cannot justify spending that. If I need to use the ships that I've got to grind to earn enough, then sure. Well, where did that rubber duck come from? So what you can do is anything that you've made previously, you can import it over. So you can either do a new model or you can import a model. So what I did was I went to something that I've already created and just took that model, which is really handy when you're creating certain things. I've done it a lot of times with so this ham right here, this has appeared on about 3 or 4 different assets that I've created, because I made it, and you can reuse it. This mug has appeared on about 3 different assets as well. Like, for one, the ham's right there, that's the ham. And then all I did as well, because on you cook it and it comes out, you see the difference? Like, there it is, it goes in and it comes out cooked. So all I did was I clicked copy, and then I recolored the copy to make it look cooked. Looks or rubber ravens or bats. Oh, I feel like everything's a little bit too dark. I feel like we need some color in there for sure. Can you start a new object in the current project without importing it? So yeah, I could click new VXM. That's how I did the bath. So new, I want to do water. So water. I forgot the dimensions of the bath hole. So give me a moment. And so I've got the water there. I'm just going to look at these dimensions. So we're 1, 2, 3, 4, so 8. Minus 8 from the 45. Someone do maths for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Minus 12 off of the 75. I'm super good at maths, I promise. Is 63, and 45 minus 8 is 37. What I'm going to do is go to this, put in 63. Oh, in 63, and put in 37, and fill this with water. And I'm gonna just want bits where the rubber duck is gonna kind of be here. Alright, I'm thinking of getting PSX5 to add to your collection, but might wait for minigame first. What's your MMR? Rubbish, I dropped really low. I had a very bad turn on my stuff, and so my MMR dropped ridiculously low. Like, I'm down to the 1200s. I went from 1600 because I'm not competitive and it is off season, so I haven't been playing. And yeah, it just got annihilated. I ended up losing a bunch of matches. Yeah, I ended up losing a bunch of matches all at once. Quite annoyed, but it is what it is. Alright, so we're going to trim that down, center the pivot, and we're going to go off of the bath, call it water. So we're going to want this water to... That's not centered. Is the stone bath not centered? The stone bath wasn't centered. Rubber duck is in. And we're going to need to move the water up so it stays hidden. Beautiful. And then we're going to need taps. So we're going to do the taps. $1,300s is still better though. I just copied a team from the Axis Zone leaderboards. Really good idea. How well are you doing? And got high. Yeah. No, that's really good that you managed to do that. Yeah, so two things happened. I bought a new Axie to do some team tests. I had a good team with this new Axie, but because it's one that I'm sending to someone else, I wanted to do team tests with a similar other two Axies that they had, to see how that would work with them. And unfortunately, I went on a bit of a lose streak, and then I finally figured out who to pair it with, and it was going fine. Then I just went on another lose streak. That is good. That's really good. Yeah, no, not really, because the battles that you're playing right now are still staying. Version 2 is just going to be a different game mode. So you can either play version 2 or you can play the current version. They're going to be different. They're separate. SLP per win, winning more than a history school teacher. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, so they're going to be 2 separate things. We have separate taps. We don't have separate taps. I'm gonna have to make my own taps. Okay, new apps. Load. There we go. Lovely. Center. And done. Right. Create taps. Doop 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 doop. There we go. Lovely. Leaderboards prior to that, you were 1500 max. Well, you have done really, really well. It also takes time as well to learn a new team. So my braces are starting to really cut onto my lip. I didn't put any dental gum, dental wax on them. So, this is going to be horrible. So I might have to actually stop like pretty much in the next few minutes because it's actually really I'm gonna cause blisters on my lip from talking. Right, I think we've got everything that we want on here. So I'm gonna rename this to Idle 01. We're gonna grab all of this, copy, paste. I'm not going to, usually I would do like a fill animation, but I'm just gonna leave it how it is. Do new. We're gonna do full 01, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab the water. Make his eyes red. And yeah, going to take all of that, copy and paste. So I don't want to do too much with this because I just want to make things to fill the game out a little bit, so I didn't want to go too much detail with it. I hope you don't mind that I'm not doing like a ton of animations for everything, but otherwise we're gonna be here forever. I'm just one woman. I'm a one-woman show. I can't build an entire game with like full animations on everything by myself. We thought the same. We did think the same. Oh, right. I know I'm gonna finish in a minute. Oh, I just realized this song I can't play. So I know I'm gonna finish in a minute, but I'm really worried about still talking, so I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I'm right back. Yeah, I just had to go get some dental wax and just put it across the brackets on my braces because they are pretty much blistering up the inside of my mouth, which is really irritating. One second. So we've done the stone bath. I was hoping that was going to be much quicker than what it was. Where's the correct one? Here it is. So stone bath is done. Right. We still need to do a food crate and stuff like that. I might do some of these. Oh, yeah, Vitch, I don't need to do that. It's, the graphics card is a GTX 1080. GTX 1080. I'm working on Scorpion at the moment using the spider template. I'd like to unlock it. How do you do that, Zach? Watch my video on unlocking templates over on YouTube. I will get the link for you. Just for you. I need to rename it better because it definitely... I definitely didn't name it properly. I just called it like how to Voxedit. Thinking people are gonna know. Oh, wait, no, oh, you just put, oh, I totally read that totally wrong. I thought you put, do, like, how, like, I need to know how to do that. I'm so sorry. Add some claws and animate them to lock it again. Is that possible? Yeah, so to lock it, in all fairness, the video tells you how to lock it, but basically you do whatever you want to edit with it. Let's take Let's take the tavern peeps. This fairy right here. So I've not locked her up yet, but this is made off of the small human template. I obviously added wings. I did all the animations. I still need to do the sneeze. I feel bad, but I did all the animations, edited the animations to have her wings move as well, for when she's running, when she's walking, to do like a little thing with her wings to flap back, all of that. So I've added these wings to her. So to lock it back up, all you do is you just need to put the name of that. So what you deleted out. So for small human, I would have deleted out mammals, biped, small human version 2. The version 2, you put that back in. You'll know what it is because it will say at the top of Notepad++ what the asset is. So you just put that back in the exact same place you took it out of. Would I need to add a skeleton parts? No. It should add it all together. When you do, so this is what shows and hides the rig. You see, that's already attached itself. So when you create it, it already attaches. It already rigs it up, makes it part of the skeleton. If you are worried about whether your computer or graphics card, whatever, will handle it, I would suggest going to the Sandbox Discord and actually asking there. Someone will probably be able to tell you better than I can. I'm looking with locking and unlocking. I just need to take the plunge with animation. Thanks. Okay, so you're good with locking and unlocking. So yeah, when you animate it, it'll all just rig itself up with the animation as you move things. You just need to make sure you're putting those parts correctly on there. So if you're adding claws, I'm guessing you're going off of like the spider's legs for off of the spider's legs for the claws. So you would do like the arm part, and then like similar to the humans. If you just have a little look, so we have the right arm, and then we have the forearm coming off of it. See how like the right arm is a child node from the belly, from the chest, and then we go, so the arm's the child from that, and then the right arm has its own child node, so which is the forearm and the hand. So that's how you've got to look at it. Off the spider's head. Okay, so you would create a child node coming off of the head. So when the head moves, the claws are also moving as well. Okay, but we are going to finish. We finally made it. Hopefully my mouth is going to heal up because it's really, really hurting now. Let's finish on, we'll finish on looking at the rubber ducky for a few minutes. We're gonna go full and close this down so you guys can just sort of look at that. There you go. How handsome am I looking? Usually handsome's reserved for men looking handsome, but okay. Thanks. I think, is that a compliment? I have no idea. I'm just gonna take it with like, you're telling me I look good. So I'm going to accept that as a compliment, regardless of anything else. You're good. Thanks, Hoddle. Thank you. I appreciate that. Right. Now let's do the going to this page. Big panda. Wah! And yeah, we're going to do the whole finishing thing. Okay, so from the looks of it, you should be expecting tomorrow, after I've recorded a video and edited it and I'm on time, you should expect a cheeky little extra stream from me where I will be touching on a couple of different blockchain games, playing on those. So should be doing something like War Riders, Axie Infinity. I might even dip into CSC again. We'll have a little look at Plants vs. Undead, maybe. and any others that you guys shout at me. So I will be back tomorrow, don't know what time, but otherwise my actual official next time streaming will be Thursday, 7 p.m. GMT. In fact, no, you'll get me earlier, because on a Thursday, I always do an Axie stream late morning, early afternoon. So you'll get me twice on Thursday, that's 2 times. But definitely 100% time is locked in for the Voxedit on Thursday, 7 p.m. GMT to 9 p.m. GMT. Confirm that. Convert that to whatever time it is for you guys. As always, have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Goodbye!